murder was the case that they gave me.
What it do? Welcome to the Murder Row League Report Playoff Edition. I'm your boy, Dub D's, chilling with my man, Big J Skrizzles.
Whoop whoop.
What up, Skrizzles?
Bitches, do we have news for you? It's time to occupy the playoff zone.
In the week's first playoff matchup, Sandusky and Fine LLC takes on Money Inc. The Golden Toilet Crew is led by Tim Almighty Tebow, who has proved to everybody that he's the most elusive white Bronco that's not owned by O.J. Simpson. Tebow will try to shepherd his herd of Broncos to victory at Soldier Field on Sunday against a Chicago defense that doesn't pray enough. At wide receiver, Calvin Megatron Johnson tries to destroy a battered Minnesota secondary, while his teammate Andre Johnson's status is still up in the air. Running back Marshawn Lynch and his Skittle addiction might be happier playing for Sandusky and Fine, but he still loves paper. And speaking of paper, we were able to talk to Money Inc. owner Ted DiBiase and ask him about his team's preparation for the playoffs.
It's not what I'm up to, it's what it all comes down to. And what it all comes down to is this. Money isn't everything, it's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
It appears that Mr. DiBiase is going to try to buy himself a championship this season.
Super paper.
His opponent, the Pedo Bear-approved Sandusky and Fine, is led by their three running backs, Frank Gore, Maurice Jones-Drew, and Ray Rice. The trio is projected to put up over 51 points this week, going up against teams with more holes than a rape case against a Duke athlete. Quarterback Cam Newton, who's going up against Atlanta's 21st ranked pass defense, has been a hero this year. Not the hero they wanted, but the hero they needed, and after setting the quarterback rushing touchdown record, his stock in boxes is expected to appreciate significantly in Q4. Tight end Scott Chandler from somewhere might do something this week, but I'm not sure.
I wouldn't bet on it. In this week's second playoff tilt, This Is a Man's Game takes on 48 Ounces to Freedom. The tight end spot for This Is a Man's Game looks weaker than a Kevin Durant bench press, as Owen Daniels is working with his third-string QB, and Jermaine Grisham has a tough matchup in Houston. Look for Rowdy Roddy White to team up with current Intercontinental Champion Hacksaw Greg Jennings in a no-points barred match. Also, keep an eye on Alex Smith, who is making his case for a shiny new contract to go along with the stadium that was just announced. On the other side of the ball, Chris Johnson is leading the back attack with Ryan Matthews, who's looking to up his boxability as he gets the start over BGE, who is bogged down in a pro bono offense. Drew Brees is always a lock as he takes his Mardi Gras point parade on the road. Can freedom conquer all?
I hope so.
That was a langer. This week we hold a eulogy for 4 teams, the first of which, Murder Killer, who turned out to be the victim.
It was a tough year for the killer ones, holding 4 records, all having to do with losses.
With a good squad and solid talent, it's kind of a surprise how this year turned out.
It is. Another team that was laid to rest this week, Poop Speckled Panties. The panties were half off and the bed done got shitted.
And after blowing a 3-0 start, even legendary Sith Lord Tom Brady couldn't will them to the playoffs. The brain-getting enthusiasts joined the list of teams that missed the playoffs, as their hopes went down a couple weeks too early.
That's right. There was a lot of hype about this team, but poor draft picking, roster mismanagement, and multiple trips to the Maury Povich DNA Center for testing were their downfall this season.
Not to mention half their squad missing practice for mandatory PO meetings.
That's right. The last of the unlucky teams, Bacon Money, started off the season with a skillet full of talent, but the heat was on too high, and in the end, the swine crumbled.
Yeah, having to deal with the Chinese imports has shown us that American bacon money just isn't what it used to be.
No, it isn't.
Lastly, Rob Gronkowski, in association with Larry Flint, threw a huge party for the first week buys, Drew Don't Care, and OJ's Knife Work.
I got my invite. Well, that's it for the Murder Row League Report Playoff Preview Edition. For Big J Skrizzles, I'm your boy Dub Diesel, and we're out.